Ogageni,
Yes, sir.
happy Tuesday.
Tuesday, it's Friday,
Friday.
man.
Happy Friday, sir.
The week is
Shoo!
over. Well, not really. We got work to
Hey,
do tomorrow.
man, listen, man. Life is continuous, man. Who is counting days? You know?
Yup.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yes Daily Show.
Yes, sir.
Daily, we bring you some crypto adoption news and things like that. It's one of the things we enjoy doing on the Yes Daily Show. And, of course, sharing knowledge, motivation, and good vibes all around. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we do here, man.
That's what it's all about, man. Speaking of good vibes, we're always in a good vibe because we're giving away some Cardano. I don't know if you guys have heard about this yet, ladies and gentlemen, but we are giving away $500.
Yes.
Okay.
Free money.
$500 worth of Cardano. All you have to do to be entered is to subscribe. And once we get to 5K, we'll be selecting 2 winners and they'll be getting $250 each. Anything else to
Simple.
add?
Freezy. Easy. $500.
$500. Hey man, let's jump right into the market, man. Let's see what's happening here.
Hey, just right on. I think if you are still out there and you still say, nah, I'm just gonna hold off, the sucker is fake, I would say you still have an opportunity to change your mind. The global market cap is still holding. I don't think it's moved much. The volume, though, has started to go back up. Bitcoin is kind of holding currently right now at the major resistance level of 39, 40K. So, yep, like I said earlier, you still have time to get in. Still holding at number one is Bitcoin, of course, but I have to say, there's that argument out there that Ethereum is about to flip once these updates gets implemented. We're yet to see that, but we have to see that there's a lot of increase going on in the Ethereum adoption and purchases and market cap as well. So if you're out there, you don't have Ethereum in your portfolio, you might want to think about that.
Absolutely.
Tether, we were talking about Tether before this conversation. Seems to be a good place for folks to stack their crypto right now. The amount of market cap, I mean, it's growing at a very fast pace. It seems like nobody's holding it up. This must be where all the crypto millionaires and billionaires stack their crypto in the meantime.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tether is making some major gains. It's a stable coin, and some people argue that it's a good bet against inflation. So interesting. Cardano is still on number 6. We're still waiting on that smart contracts. We're gonna go into our scribble analysis in a little bit to talk
Absolutely.
about Cardano, but Cardano needs to get their hack right pretty soon.
Hey, I mean, I think
Dogecoin
the smart contracts are gonna. I think they're
gonna
doing
move it
thorough
up.
testing, man. I think what I appreciate about them is that they're actually taking time to build a product. I mean, I know like sometimes people get impatient; they want things to happen quick, but I'd rather wait and actually get a product that works than to jump on a project that was rushed and is not functioning properly.
Yeah, like the Shiba
Yeah.
Inu swap. That was
Dang,
terrible, man.
I wasn't
That
gonna,
fucker is
I wasn't gonna
terrible.
call
They
him
rushed
out,
that
but
thing.
I wasn't gonna call him out. Okay.
Folks are mad. A lot of folks are mad.
Hey, I mean, look, this is the crypto space, man. This is why we say do your research. You never know what might happen, and do not
Yep.
invest with money that you cannot afford to lose. So, yes, it's one of those things. Anyway, moving on, sir.
Dogecoin, on the other hand, is sneaking up, man. You'll be surprised. You'll wake up one morning and it's gonna be $1. It's at
Hey,
20
it's
cents right now.
hanging in there. Now, I know we're not doing the Dogecoin article, but there was an article. There was something about Dogecoin gearing up for a move up.
Yes, yes.
So,
Again, it's gonna be a surprise. I think Elon is gonna do one of his interesting media pushes in the upcoming days. We're about to find out.
well, I would really like for him to not say anything. I would prefer for him to just be quiet. But okay. Yeah. Well, let's jump into some crypto news here. Crypto adoption doubles from January to July 2021. Does this surprise you?
It doesn't surprise us because this is what we do every day.
Of
I just
course.
hope that we contributed to that increase.
I think we have contributed to this increase, man. Okay. Cryptocurrency adoption has doubled in the first half of 2021. Crypto users went from 100 million to 200 million in just 4 months.
Mhm.
How many people are there on Earth altogether? I just Googled it. 7 billion people on Earth. Roughly, give or take, somewhere in that area. And we only have 200 million in the past, 4 months. Where do you see this going, man?
I hate to be bullish like everybody else on YouTube, but I only see it going up.
Well, I mean, the thing is, man, there is the reality, right? There's the facts. Because at the end of the day, believe it or not, there are people who still short crypto every day. There are people
Yeah,
who are
yeah.
not even still in it because they think that it's not going anywhere. So, if this is not a bullish signal, I don't know what else is. Well, we'll keep chugging along though. Coinbase ventures back Ethereum-based streaming network. Tell us about this, sir.
I have to just say, Coinbase had been on a roll lately with just backing a bunch of DeFi uh, and NFT, and now a streaming network.
The streaming network,
You
yeah.
know what they're doing? They got a lot of money from the stocks,
Right.
from the IPO, and they're putting the money to cover any sort of competition. So yeah, this is a really good move.
So they're going to be funding this project called Live Peer, right?
Yep.
And so they had a Series B. They've raised about $20 million to set up this live streaming platform. Essentially, it'll be interesting. Coinbase backing this project. It'll be good to know what a little bit more of what Coinbase aims to get out of this. As a creative platform,
Streaming is a
obviously.
big business right now, so for them to back that, and it's an Ethereum-based streaming
Yeah,
platform.
it is. It is, but there is a lot of streaming platforms out there as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep. But
it'll be
might be a
interesting.
little move into gaming and into the metaverse space as well. Who knows?
Hey,
You'd be
the world is
surprised.
their oyster, man. They lead this space right now, so
Yes,
I will
sir.
not be surprised. PayPal crypto services targets the UK community. PayPal expands to global. PayPal expands to go. PayPal expands to global reach to the UK. Okay. Let me pause, okay, Kenny, because this is one of those moments. You understand? I read this thing. How many times did I read it just now?
3 times.
Because I'm like, yo, I'm out here looking uneducated. What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, look. When you make public publications, if that even makes sense, okay? One thing that you learn in college, because I'm pretty sure this was written by a smart guy. Maybe he went to Harvard. Who knows, man? But you know what? They had reading comprehension in Harvard. And guess what? They had proofreading. They had spell check.
What if an AI bot wrote this?
What if an AI bot wrote this and then we're idiots, man? What can I say? It could have been whoever programmed the AI bot, man. They need to go back to class. Anyway, we get it, man. It's a typo there. So PayPal is extending its global reach to the UK. The online payment platform firm believes in the potential that the blockchain brings. You know, I think that this is amazing news for crypto adoption, right? Because one thing that I would point out, and I was actually watching some crypto jab, and I heard him say this. He was like, when all these big companies are getting into crypto, a lot of these companies have kind of close ties with the government.
Mm-hmm.
So if something was going to go bad with crypto, they will be acting differently in this environment. If there was any inkling of doubt that the government might deem it illegal or they might come after it, these companies will not be doing these things. But
Yep. The next thing is now lobbying the government to adopt and accept,
exactly.
make it more to their own advantage, not
Absolutely.
to the retailers' advantage.
So they're hammering down. Now, what I find interesting, I'm just interested to see how they'll be able to implement crypto into their platform. But one thing that I will say is that I'm expecting it to be like, I'm expecting that element where they're collecting Bitcoin from their customers.
They already
If you
are.
understand.
I just got an email today. Say, get $50 for referring a friend to PayPal to buy
Right.
crypto.
To buy
I was
crypto,
like,
right?
oh, PayPal, you make a move. I like $50, but nah, man.
Hey,
I want
exactly.
to send them your way.
Hey,
Everybody
listen,
go to DeFi.
I will say this though. I do need to spend some time just looking over those platforms because things like PayPal, Cash App, and even Coinbase. By the way, Coinbase, I don't know if you know, but their card is out now, and if you use their card to make purchases in general, you get 4% back in Algorand. But I think it'll be interesting to see the other side of this and see how we can use it to our advantage. right? The everyday user. How can you use these things to your advantage? So that's something I like to spend time looking into, and to be able to, help people with that as well. Anything else, Aduga Kenny?
No, I just think I think it's good news all around for folks that are, they can get 3 or 4% back. But you can also look into the DeFi environment, which is a lot much riskier. And you can get a lot more interest back on your money. But either way, it's still good news for crypto.
Absolutely. I agree. Well, jumping into some Scribble analysis. Is that time of the day. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course, we'll be closing it out with Cardano. Bitcoin, currently trading at $39,000, sitting at a bit of a resistance there, kind of around that 40K. What are your thoughts, sir?
Yeah, I'm looking at this. If I was to draw the Fibonacci extensions, and just looking at the MAs right now,
Right.
I would say the current movement up, right? It has consolidated for quite a while and it's made the movement up. And I want to look at what has happened in the past, right? So I look to look at any future trends or any future patterns or any past patterns that look like this. And I'm going back and I see some stuff in 2021, early 2021. Yeah, that pattern upwards. So it's gonna push. It's gonna fight the resistance level. That's the previous year, 2020 as well, where that happened as well. So that's February of this year, and then after that, March, towards the end of March of this year as well. So those patterns look the same. So what I see though is that you have 2 possibilities of happening. Based on the patterns, if you measure the consolidation, and then you see the breakouts,
Right.
there's a big chance that it goes up to 44 or 40, but currently right now it's still at 40, 41. It's gonna fight that major resistance for a while, and it can push up the same candlestick as the big movement that is just made, which is
Absolutely.
if you make a measurement from the red line at 29 to 36, that big movement here, if you now measure that upwards, that could be the next big movement, or it could just consolidate again.
So this movement you're talking about, so from about 29 here up
Yeah.
to, where you said 36? Is it to 36?
Yeah, it could be there or before.
To the very top.
Exactly there,
Okay.
right? And then I'll move that up. Yep, that's the next possible movement. Oh, up the way to 50.
50. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to happen this weekend, but that's the next big resistance. Otherwise, it could just sit down here and go back and forth and resistant, consolidate a little bit for another
Absolutely.
big news or for another big improvement, and then boom, it goes back up again.
Well, here's what I would say. First of all, I agree with you that if we're just looking at patterns and the fact that these patterns repeat themselves, definitely back here in 2000, was it 22? It was 2021, still in 2021.
Yeah.
Back in February, we saw a candle that made sort of like a move like this one we're seeing right now. It also repeated itself over here on March 4th, right, where there's that big red candle, and then it continued to make that big move. I think more than likely is going to be the second one which you pointed here, which happened between 46K and what is that, the top essentially,
Yeah.
61K. So with that being said, first of all, of course, we know that our Wyckoff theory is kind of playing out right now. But naturally, everything is not going to keep moving up steadily forever. There's always going to be pullbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a certain strategy that I would also like to bring out in play here. I mean, it's really art. It's called a two-legged pullback. This is when something starts running up, there's going to be a pullback. Then it moves up a little bit, then pulls back. Then the next move is usually a massive move, right? And you would see it happen in many situations. So like,
You get
for
the
example,
photo
like
right there.
right here we have 1, 2, then boom, big move. So we have 1, 2, then a big move. So I think something similar might happen in this situation. Being at this resistance level, I think that we're going to be around here for a little while. This pattern, if you remember a little while ago, it broke this resistance level. We know that we can say that the movement has broken to the upside. So we already know that this is an uptrend. So I think it's very unlikely that this will reverse at this point and start moving back.
If
at
it
the-
does, it does that resistant at 36.
Exactly,
Major
yeah.
support. At
Exactly, it has a support there at 36, but so far it's proving to stay above, the 38k level is proving to be a very strong support level. So that is one thing that makes me feel confident about this staying here. Sideways is the worst case scenario.
Yep.
So I think once we break above 40k,
Yep.
bold prediction, I think it's probably going to happen around Saturday or Sunday, right?
It already happened. 2 days ago, and then it came back down.
Well, I'm talking about it happening again right now. But I think once we break through there might be some other points where we may pull back a little bit. But from there, I think we're making the move to 50k.
Yep.
And I think we'll be at 50k.
Oh,
Don't quote me on this one, but I'm about to drop another date by next weekend.
nah, it's not gonna
Okay.
happen.
You don't think so?
By end of summer.
End of summer?
Yeah.
Bro, haven't you seen Bitcoin move up by 10k in one day before?
I've seen it, but I don't think there's still some fraud in the market right now, man.
There is, but
There's all
you know,
this inflation drama going on. So,
there is, but I also say that this is crypto. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
where are we putting our target? 50?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll drop a line right there.
Yep.
There it is. What color do we want to make that one?
Now we're not saying it's gonna happen right away, though. Well, what we're just saying right now is that that's the next resistance level once it gets out of this consolidation.
Nah, a massive candle, one single candle is just about to rip straight to 50k. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not gonna happen. Let's move on to Ethereum, man. Having too much fun with this. So Ethereum, again, our chart is looking like a zebra right now. Too many lines. I think after this video, we'll clean up the chart. I think the C here, I mean, if you go back 2 videos ago, I said I believe that this will cross above 2400 and consolidate over there. Kenny felt that it will consolidate down here. Right now, it's just consolidating down here. It's not crossed yet. And so looking at this, I believe that, again, the Wyckoff theory is applying here. We saw that bit of a run up with an entry signal there. TTM is looking decent. I wish it was looking a little bit more aggressive, but it's not, and that's fine. RSI. So far, I mean, it's not the worst case scenario. Yeah,
chill a little bit.
It's showing overbought, but if I roll back here a little bit, you would see that, this thing has the ability to really while out sometimes. So I'm not too worried about the RSI for now, per se. Well, what are your thoughts, Kenny?
Yeah. Right now we have a ascending triangle going on. So
Right. Which is a bullish pattern.
With Ethereum anytime at this moment, it could just literally pop up, and if you measure those candles again, it could just replicate the same movement.
The same movement, absolutely.
Any fraud news can come out and it could just literally destroy it.
Absolutely. So for those who are not familiar with an ascending triangle is, you will see that we have a line going across from the candle there on July 7th to present. And then we have another candle, another line, which goes from the lowest point
to the high.
To that current highest point. And once you draw those 2 lines, you will see that you have an ascending triangle, which is generally a bullish pattern. This means that if this candle closes above that horizontal line there and opens above it, more than likely we're going to be running. If it breaks below this, then we know that we are in trouble with that situation. But so far, it's holding.
Yeah, this is when you go choo choo.
Exactly. Yeah. Ka-ching. Cardano. Still waiting on smart contracts. Looking really sleepy. I'm not gonna lie, man. I love Cardano, but it's been sleepy.
We love Cardano.
It's been sleepy.
$500 worth of Cardano.
$500.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but this thing has been sleepy here, man.
It's been sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah. They had that little move there from $1.01. Run up a little bit, but hey, listen, consolidation is never a bad thing. Okay, because the longer the base, the more aggressive the move to the upside or the downside. Hopefully you're moving to the right side. Ooh, flows,
Yeah, I have
man.
to say though, it's still better than putting your money in the bank if you bought the lows.
Hey, listen, I would never disagree with that, man. What the bank does with your money, only God knows. But we all know that we're not winning from it. So, might as well try something else. So, Cardano, what are your predictions? Where do you think this is gonna go?
The smart contracts could blow it out the window.
Yeah.
But if it's done well, because Shiba did the smart contract and it was terrible, and they're paying big time for it right now. So
Oh, really?
definitely get it right, and then we should see at least a movement up to $2 or more.
Dang, you've been on the forums, huh?
Forums, websites,
Ah, yeah,
Telegram, everything, man. I'm reading. You get to
Damn.
study your investment. You just don't gamble your money away.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you're like a, Shiba fanatic, but right now it looks like it's not going well over on the Shiba Inu
No,
side.
it's terrible. Folks are pissed.
Oh man, tell
I'm
us, man.
pissed too. My money has disappeared.
How does it make? How does it make the? How does it tell us, man? How does it make you guys feel in the Shiba Nation?
Yo, man, I want my Cybertruck. That's all I know.
Hey man, listen, it's gonna all turn out all right. I think there's early days, man. This is technology. There's always glitches. Okay, y'all just be patient. It's gonna come back. Diamond
Yeah.
hands. Well, we're gonna go ahead.
This is not AMC or GME.
Hey man, listen, I bought AMP because there's some rumor that Amazon is gonna be using AMP for payments and things like that, and that thing has been moving down, man. Seems like the moment I got in, they made the call, dude, and it's just been going down. So
Amazon is going to start accepting crypto. It's only a matter of time because they are hiring
They will.
folks like crazy for crypto.
they will. And when they do, man, guess what? This AMP coin that I'm in is gonna rip to the upside. I'm losing right now, but what can I say? It's the
I'm
name of
gonna
the
be
game.
just buying a bunch of Ethereums and Cardano going
Hey,
forward.
man,
Like
Burst,
something's about
listen.
to happen.
We're not financial advisors. Do your own research before getting to
Yes,
these things.
sir.
But I will say this: you cannot lose with Ethereum. You can't.
Now you sound like Ben.
Well, because here's the thing, man. I'm just saying, man. When you look at the blockchain or when you look at the crypto space overall, right? And if you're like, yo, what is in here that is comparable to a blue chip stock on the traditional markets, right? Here's
know
the
what's
thing.
funny?
Even Bitcoin is a bit shaky next to Ethereum.
Yeah. You know
You know
what's
what I mean?
funny? All these big institutional investors that are thinking of setting up an ETF
Yeah,
and buying into all these tokens and all that kind of stuff,
right.
they're all Ethereum based. So they're pushing all this money. Coinbase is pushing a lot of money into Ethereum based platforms.
Right. Exactly. And
So
that's
they
look,
have the
man.
head start right now.
They-
Everybody's on catch up.
Yeah, Ethereum is just, you cannot argue against it. It's just a platform it's a blockchain technology that is right now very superior. Charles Hoskinson and Cardano, look, man, all of these guys are very smart and they like to talk a lot of crap. But to a certain point, the smart contracts has to come out.
And
So that
cut
you
these
can-
damn fees, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I meet you every time and I'm like, bro, I have this Ferrari, man. The Ferrari has wings. And you're like, oh snap, when are you gonna bring it? I'm like, next Saturday. And next Saturday comes by and I'm like, wait, I tried to start it this morning. It started, but then I did not feel like driving it because my temperatures were off. But next Saturday, and I feel like this is what Cardano is doing to us at this point. So, smart guys, I'm sure they'll figure it out. Well, any final thoughts, sir?
Hey, welcome to Young and Successful. Thanks for watching us again. Definitely like and subscribe. We got more of this coming. Just thanks
Exactly.
for watching us.
There we
That's
go.
all I gotta say today.
We appreciate each and every one of you guys. And never forget, we're going to be giving away $500 worth of Cardano once we get to 5,000 subscribers. Two
Free
winners, $250 each. All you have to do is to be subscribed. And once we get there, we'll select a random winner. Until next time, Javon Brazen out.
Double O out.